Alright, so welcome to another YouTube video. This is going to be how I balance weight training and running and biking and swimming, the whole 9 yards. Actually, today we're not swimming, that's the next video, but we're gonna be biking, running, also deadlifting some heavy ass weight. Well, I'm gonna try, my whole goal of Ironman prep, one of the side goals is to hit a 600-pound deadlift. I don't know if we're gonna do it, but I'm gonna work towards it. I'm gonna try to. I will get a 600-pound deadlift, whether it's during Ironman prep or after. I will get it. I'm gonna manifest that. I'm gonna do it. But yeah, I'm gonna show you guys how I balance weight training and endurance. And basically, in each thing that I do, it's very strategic. It's not just, oh, you do this first just because that's your priority, and you do this second because it's not as important to you. That is a good approach to take to keep it simple, but I also use things when I train to make it less detrimental to each, so I can balance each better, if that makes sense. So with that being said, we're gonna go into the video. It's a bad day to be a weight. We're gonna get after it real quick. As you guys know, I love my coffee, so we're gonna throw this back, get caffeinated, and raise some hell in the weight room. So let's do it. So the first thing I want to say is I never train endurance back to back unless my training protocols requires it. I try to avoid it. If I can, I do it so for example, last night I had a bike, right? An hour bike session. Today I could do the hour bike session in the morning, but I would be taxed just because there's less time in between and I wasn't able to get the proper nutrients in to recover from that bike. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to lift in the morning, so I'm not doing it back to back, and then do my endurance in the evening. This gives me time to get some meals in to recover, and also it gives my body time to recover from that previous endurance so I can perform at a maximum level. So my recommendation is to give your body as much time in between the two as you can. So for example, if I would have weight trained yesterday or last evening, I would not be lifting in the morning, I'd be lifting in the evening. So just spacing it out like that, what you want to do is give your body maximum time to recover. Okay, so as we are headed to the gym, one of the main comments that I get that I want to address is people think that lifting, deadlifting, bench pressing, squatting during endurance events is not helping you, it's only hurting you. In my opinion, I like to look at it like this. I can think the complete opposite. For those wondering, I never got hurt, knock on wood. So the way I like to think about it is a house, right? You have your kitchen, you have your living room, you have the bathroom, bedrooms, everything. With a house, there's a foundation. If you don't constantly upgrade that foundation or monitor the foundation, everything above the foundation will fall. That's my opinion with weight training and endurance. If you weight train, your foundation of your house is gonna be firm. It's gonna be a brick shit house. If you don't, all that shit's gonna fall in because, like I said, your foundation, your legs, your back, that's why I'm deadlifting today. It's all foundation to build and to keep your body healthy for endurance. That's my opinion. I'm not saying you have to go in and deadlift 500 pounds. I do that dumb shit sometimes, but what I think you should do is just weight train. It's gonna increase your metabolism and you're gonna stay leaner, have more muscle, and live a better quality of life. All right, so we just had a killer back session. Felt really good, felt strong. I'm getting my strength back from my bodybuilding prep, which is good. I'm still holding water, but that's gonna flush out more, and we're gonna be back to the shredded physique soon. Honestly, I tried to put on a little bit of fat after my bodybuilding show, so my body had something to pull from when I started Ironman training. I was so lean that if I would have jumped into Ironman training, it would have been so detrimental. So I put on a little bit of fat, but we're recomping right now, and yeah. So I'm gonna show you guys my next meal that I have before we jump on the bike in the afternoon and talk more about my training and how I balance the two with timing and everything. So let's do it. All right, so we just had Chipotle with double chicken, rice, corn salsa, and some mild salsa. And that was my post-workout meal and pre-bike. This bike is gonna be something special here. We're gonna see how much power I can push out during this next workout. So the reason we're doing this is gonna gauge how I adapt to my training for the next few weeks leading into my Ironman. Basically, it's just a metric to program myself right, but I'm excited to see how much power I could put out. You know, I have biking experience in the past, but I'm not the best biker by any means. But to fuel for that workout, like I said, I always like to have sodium before. So we have electrolytes right here, and then we have some strong reds, and we got it mixed up in this big water bottle. So we're gonna throw that back and then jump on the bike and show you guys the workout. It's gonna kick my ass. It's only like 15 minutes long. I'm gonna see how long I can last though. Supposedly a really good time is like 12 to 14 minutes, but we'll see. We'll see what we can do. All right, so as you guys can see, the bike is in the background. We're gonna be jumping on that soon. But another tip that I have for balancing weight training and endurance is when I do my endurance training, I focus a lot on heart rate. The reason being is if I would go out and just hit like a crazy long workout at a high heart rate, there would be no chance I could recover for my weight training workout in the following day or the following few weeks because it'd be way too taxing. It's almost like you take a car and you rev the shit out of it, hit the red limiter. There's a good chance that engine's gonna blow up. That's the same as your body. You gotta keep it low heart rate, take it easy, nice and slow. So if it is a hard workout, make it short. Like today is gonna be hard workout on the bike, and then my run after is gonna be easy, but this is only 15 minutes long. I'm not doing it for an hour. So if you're trying to balance both, go hard for a short amount of time or go long for a long amount of time. Adjust that specific to your goals. The worst thing you can do is to overtrain and go hard for a long period of time. Be smart about it, be strategic. So we got the suit on, it's time to kick ass. Real quick, I want to say shout out to everybody that told me to put this cover over my bike. I didn't realize all the sweat in my last video can ruin the bike components, but like I said, I read your comments, so thank you. You guys are the OGs. So right here, all my workouts drop to my computer, so we just hit this and we'll hit workout. And yeah, this is gonna be a 30-minute warm-up before we kick our ass on this FTP test. The FTP test is just to see how much power I can put out. And we're gonna see progressively it gets harder, starting at like 0 minutes all the way up to like 30. Nobody makes it that high, but we're gonna see how many minutes we can make. At the end of the workout, I'm barely gonna be able to turn over the pedals. So yeah, I'm excited, let's do it. All right, so we are hitting our warm up. It's 30 minutes. I'm holding like 150 watts. And then after the warm up, we start the FTP. So yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. Should be a good workout. I'm already sweating and I'm only 15 minutes in. So yeah, we're gonna keep turning the wheels and pushing it. All right, so we're 2 minutes away from starting this ramp test. So every minute, the watts go from 100, 120 all the way up to 560 watts. I probably won't get that high, but we'll see. And I'm not gonna do anything, I'm not shifting. I'm just gonna see like how much power I can put out. So we had that warm up, cooled down a little, and now we're going into the test. So in 2 minutes we start. 3, 2, 1, go. First minute should be really easy. And then after this, it's gonna kick up. I'm using the first few minutes to find my rhythm and my position, and then we'll lock in. All right, so FTP test, 215, not sure if that's good. I'll find that out later. I'll talk about that in the video. But yeah, this is why I didn't do it before my lift. I'd be dead on this deadlift. So, with that being said, I'm gonna eat some food and replenish for our run. All right, so we just finished up the bike. Now we are going to run 20 minutes and then we're gonna eat a meal. During Ironman prep, you have to dig deep, get the hell after it. Find a spark in you. For me, it's the big meal I'm gonna eat after this. So let's do it. All right, so this is what I mean when I say corn-fed. Like, check it out. It's literally all cornfields. All right, so another tip of balancing weight training and endurance is fueling. So before my workouts, whether I lift or run in the mornings, all I have is a protein coffee. It doesn't matter what I'm doing, that's all I have. I do that because I always eat enough the night before to fuel my morning workouts. I don't like having a lot of food in my stomach, so that's why I do that. Is my first thing that I consume. And then I have my bigger meal, which is lunch after my lift or my workout. Today was a lift. That meal I'll always have protein and carbs, and it's normally chicken and rice because it's easily digestible, and then with some vegetables. After that, I'll hit my workout in the evening, which was that bike ride, and then I'll normally have a brick workout, so I'll have to do something like a run after. So in between those two, I'll have a meal, a small meal. So I had chicken and rice because it's easily digestible. Like I said, I know the rice is gonna digest well and it's gonna be the carbs that I need to fuel me. And I also mixed a little bit of avocado in that, just for some fats. Now I'm going to hit my run. After this run, I'm gonna have another meal. So it's all timing. You wanna eat according to time, you wanna eat based on digestion. That's what the biggest mistake I notice is when balancing the two, people don't take note of like digestion. You can't really perform in endurance if the food's sitting in your stomach like a lump. So choose things that you know you can eat and not really notice that you've eaten them, but they're still going to fuel you. They still taste good and they still have a good amount of nutrients in them. And for me, that's honestly just chicken and rice and avocado. That's what I go with. It works for me. A little bit of salsa on that. It's like a little Chipotle bowl. So that's what I have. That's what I eat in between my meals. And then before I go to bed, I have a nice juicy ground burger with some potatoes. So that's what I'm gonna have after I hit this run, and it's all strategic, like I said. All right, so we are hitting this easy run, 20 minutes, that's it. We're almost finished. The average heart rate right now is like 140 beats per minute. So people wonder, like, how do you balance endurance and weight training? And what it basically comes down to is not overtaxing yourself in each. Focus on what your goal is for the moment. So right now, my Ironman training is the goal, but if weight training was my goal, I'd put more time into that. But right now, you know, we did a 45-minute weight training session, and then we did about 2 hours of cardio. But on this cardio, it's like low heart rate, so I can do both because it's not overly taxing. So in essence, if you want to be able to do both, don't just go all out in both and expect crazy results. Be consistent, take it easy, because consistency is sustainable. It's not sexy, but it is sexy over time. So if you can get that in your head, you'll be really successful in both endurance and weight training. So I'm gonna wrap up this run and then go eat some food. All right, so sun's going down. Your boy is beat up, but that's how I want to finish the day. My head, like I said, doesn't hit that pillow, and I'm not lights out. Like I just had 20 beers, and it wasn't a good day. So at least we can say it was a good day. All right, so post-workout meal, we have chicken and red skin potatoes. That's 8 ounces of chicken, 330 grams of red skin potatoes.